Okay, Juanita, now we're going to start subtest 5. We're going to look at the two examples here at the top. I want you to find the triangle. There are 3 choices in the box beside that triangle. The choices are 2, 5, and 6. I want you to think about why those, or how those are alike and why they might go together.
They're numbers.
So the student should say that they're numbers because that's how they are alike. But if they do not, the examiner needs to provide the correct answer. Now, underneath that box with those 3 numbers, there are 4 choices. I'm going to read those choices to you now. A, 8, B, Z, C, 3, and D, T. 2 of those choices are also numbers. Which 2 of those choices are numbers?
A and Z.
Now I want you to put an X with your pencil over the letter A. It stands for 8, and 8 is a number. I also want you to put an X over the letter C. It stands for 3, and 3 is also a number. These 2 choices, A and C, are most like the numbers in the box because those choices are also numbers. So 2, 5, 6 are numbers, 8 and 3 are also numbers. If the students do not respond properly, go over the example item again. Okay, now I want you to do the same thing yourself with the second example. So I want you to find the circle. I want you to read those 3 words that are in the box next to the circle. And I want you to think of how those are alike. And then as you did in the last example, I want you to look at the 4 choices and try to find the 2 words that are most like the words in the box. Remember to find 2. Awesome. So more than, longer, and bigger are like larger and greater. If the students fail to do the second example correctly, repeat the directions step by step until proper response is given. When you're certain the students understand how to do this subtest, then you'll proceed to let them do the rest of the questions on their own. Okay, Juanita, now I want you to work on this by yourself. I want you to start with number 1 and go through and finish the rest of the questions until I ask you to stop. Okay. While the student is working on the rest of the questions, the examiner needs to check to see that the client is finding 2 words for each item. So in other words, like the examples, there will be 2 answers for each question. Have the students continue to answer each item until they have missed a total of 3 in any 5 consecutive items. These instructions can also be repeated for subtests 6 and 7.